Hello everybody, it's me on this log. Let's talk about the tiny little details that you should do in the early games that I haven't covered in like a lot of these videos, and also just like what are the weaknesses that this pack have. And like I've been like playing a lot of rank today and have had a lot of successes and a lot of losses as well. And in general, beating pack 1 is still like a pretty difficult endeavor because of a couple of different things that I'm going to talk about on these videos. But for now, let's start the video by like talking about my general gameplay and how I set up for my long-term ideas. Now, first of all, Possum, I think, is a great unit still. It's just a unit that gives stats to your faint unit, which going to let you kick off your early games pretty convincingly. Like, you're just going to make a very stable board if you have a Possum. So if you have a Possum on the first couple of turns, I would recommend freezing it. I would sometimes also just like freeze it even if it's not like another triple, but I wouldn't recommend that. I think you should try to make triple first, not force Possum, but once you get more comfortable into the pack, you can try to break the rules and try to like find different Possums and try to experiment like how many Possums you are going to be comfortable with, like just taking. And because there's like 2 triples as well, there's like a lot of chances I actually hit a feint pad on this like very early turns. Even there's like no feint pad, I can just like hold into turn 5, sell into like another feint pad, or just like hold until I find a slug or Fakita in the later turns. But yeah, there's like this pad is just like really good at a kind of just like jumpstart your board to make it like more stable. And my general plan, I already mentioned it a couple of times, I think, is to just like simply try to make a lettuce board where you just have a tier 3s and tier 4s and basically have like a board that is like very capable of because like lettuce is current tier and higher, right? So if you are on turn 5, you unlock lettuce, you want something that is like tier 3 and tier 4. So sometimes ideally you get tier 4s, because if you have tier 4s on turn 5, turn 6, it means that you can keep buffing it with lettuce until turn 7, or like until turn 9, which is very good because you just have like a million big units. And they are combined the cone seal because I was worried about front ant, and with this it like actually enables the Conceal to trade with 2 units there because it have enough attack to both trade with the fish and also the ant. And here, plan, like I said before, I'm just like looking for lettuce, I'm rolling for lettuce, and I'm rolling for baboons and tear ups. And I actually hit the lettuce here, and I actually hit another bit of fish as well. So I just position like this. Try to tempo as much as possible. I try to make isolate my board so that it's actually hitting 3 different units, and I even like freeze this Conceal just so it's like both an apple and also just like a up hedge, because it's very unlikely that I'm going to hit the extra weasels. And my opponent actually hit like a very early melon here, which is already bad for me. They have like a really good board, but my plan is still the same thing. Now again, I don't think you can always get a million tier 4s at the same time, so I would still like recommend not to lotto. But if you're able to try to hedge for like a tier 4, that would also like something good, because you can lettuce better for your tier 4, right? Because like I said before, I play for lettuce and pretzel. If you have a tier 4, generally I would recommend to just buff it so that you're not too attached to your tier 3s, and you can unlock pretzel more comfortably. And if you need like a flea or element later, you can just like take it on the later stage of the game and put like chocolate cake on it, is the idea at least. And obviously again, there's like a million different details in different games, but that's like the general plan that I have. Was in like this, so it immediately trades with the guy, and I'm pretty sure we win the round here. Yeah, nice. The beta fish pops the melon, and we manage to trade. Now the plan is again to just look for scaling, because tier 4 is also great because it's the tier with the most scaling. Like it have Manatee, Cockatoo, and Selena as well. I should have probably also mentioned Stoat. I didn't take it on this game, but like Stoat going to turn 7, there's like chances that you're going to hit the guys that you want, which is like this 3. Cuttlefish is also good, but like this 3, there's like the units that I'm like favorite on, my most favorite unit on this turn, because those aren't the scaling. In fact, those are the scaling for a long time for your game, because these two are also scalers, but they're like a little bit late. These are your most like stable scalers usually, so you want to get them as fast as possible. And I just like freeze the mana tier. I even like sold the baboon because it's only level 1. And I don't really have a buff target like right now for tier 4s. And I don't want to try to like separate from these two. It's only 1-1 anyway, so might as well just do this. And again, I'm fine with just like buffing Manatee. I put a potato on it, so like when I put it let it survive for longer, and when I put like a waffle on it, it doesn't like waste the HP. So here I actually misposition and let his say camel traits. Actually didn't think about like his turn 7 at all here, so that's just like a purely mistake. And my plan is to just like try to get like the cockatoo to be. I'm still like as you can see, I was talking about like how I want to unlock pretzels and I don't want to keep like tier 3s, right? But weasel is like probably the only tier 3s that I want to keep like in long term. The other one is like surgeon fish. Even surgeon fish sometimes I'm going to sell, and even weasel sometimes I want to sell. But in general, it's a really good pet because it gives me the ability to get gold for a long term. So I'm like fine with just like buffing it. And here we got another cockatoo. I don't take this catfish, just because I don't think the gold work out, and I don't really want to just like the cockatoo keep buffing my catfish. I have 5 gold. I still want either another cockatoo, another manatee, or like a crane. That's like the 3 things that I'm looking for right now. So I don't want to clog my board space for catfish, and there's still like a million different direction that I can still go on this turn. I had a beluga here and the blue ring octo as well. I think I end up not taking the blue ring. Never mind, I actually took it. I don't know if that's right because it's technically, obviously, this 3 units is staying, but I don't know how relevant the stats is. But it might just be better to just take the beluga will now, because the 1-1 on this 3 unit is probably not going to be that relevant. That's also another thing you should need to consider. It's like improvement, right? But I don't know how relevant of an improvement is. Like sometimes it's better to just like look for levels because that have greater impact on the long term. Like right now, the beluga is a very good unit, right? And freeze rolling it is just bad by me. And here I actually hit the German Shepherd, and we got the setup already for German Shepherd and Cockatoo. But I did sell the Cockatoo because I think taking the beluga is better, which is again showcasing the mistake. I think I should have just taken the beluga like earlier. So I have better chances of hitting level 2 beluga, but we'll live and we'll learn. And I want to buff the German Shepherd, so I put it here. Maybe it's better to put it in the back and try to like put a fire ant on it on the beluga and just try to buffing the weasel. But my brain was just like still thinking about like trying to make the German Shepherd as big as possible here because I don't have pets on lock. Might be a mistake. And there's the Warthog. I just sold the... No, never mind. Oh, I took the wolf. Actually, that's better. And we hit a chocolate cake here. And durian is super important. I think I sometimes just like not taking durian enough. And as I talk about in the ailment video, I want the durian to be in my biggest unit so it doesn't like die too quick. He was actually also just like putting my... And here, this is like the German Shepherd again, once again, doing its job, just trading comfortably with the shark. I'm just putting the chocolate and the potato as well on the German Shepherd, and my manatee is already like at 3 HP, so I don't want to. I actually put it on the wolf, which is actually also good. I think I took the bear here. Maybe I took the fire ant. I think the bear is better because it can pop melons, but I took the fire ant because I thought that's more attack on my German Shepherd, which means more attack on my Warthog, which means should be more stats in general. And here I actually like miss a lot, and the fly is really good. Like, as I said before, the best thing that you can do against German Shepherd is actually your own summons, because it wastes my summons, and he actually have the 2 things that is doing exactly that. The deer, the fly, and the snake. This is all like the formula to try to beat like German Shepherd, basically. Assault Desire and try to get the level 2. Or German Shepherd? No, my German Shepherd is super massive. I actually like miss on this breakpoint on the Warthog a lot with the camel. I was like trying to figure out my positioning here for a long time. Hit another Warthog, but that snake is actually almost level 2, so I'm not sure how good this is. And I thought the German Shepherd attack is like enough to trade with the camel, but there's like a lot of these games where it's actually not enough. Here it actually like trades pretty nicely. And I only have 3 unit, right? So like the snake can hit my German Shepherd really often right now. I probably needed like another summoners. I think we win this. Yeah, nice. German Shepherd is still good, but all of this attack is going to get evaporated sooner, right? Yeah, because it was like a temporary attack. And I put a potato there. I probably should have just like taken a slug and put a potato on it. The idea of this Warthog is trying to get like a Warthog chain and maybe try to level it up, but the slug is probably just better. And this is like kind of what I was talking about, like the mistakes. Also, like my board is actually like very reliant on potato. I really need potatoes on a lot of my pets. So I can only afford 1 tomato, and here he actually told me after the game that he was like scared of me getting more tomato. But really, my biggest fear is not the shark. Obviously, the shark is still good, but it's not really like the reason why I'm like going to lose the game. And I actually hit like a bad breakpoint there as well. And a lot of these chilies just like waste a lot of my summons, so the German Shepherd is getting absolutely countered currently. And yeah, my problem is not a shark. I should like the durian was still better. The Warthog was better. I skip a slot there because I really want to win this game. And the Warthog is kind of just like being not doing anything right now. I took it because I want like a Warthog train and try to like buff a lot of my units, but yeah, it was not enough. Because I even like I said before, I actually missed a breakpoint here. Twice actually on the deer because the Warthog is just too small and the other Warthog is actually not connecting with it at all. And yeah, I missed a breakpoint here again. So conclusion, maybe Warthog Mech is not the best. I probably should have just getting like more scaling or not Warthog instead of this, like Fire Ant would be better, so that buff this too and also buffing the wolf as well. Actually no, it's only buffing this too, because the randomness of the stats is pretty bad for me. Well, if I had the stats on this too, this can trade with that, but I'm not sure if that's enough because he has so many summons. Like my wolf cannot trade with both the deer and the fly. I need like another summon for the German Shepherd to work. And this is me probably like just doing too much scaling rather than trying to do tech. I might be able to sell the weasel even though like the weasel is really big. Right now the weasel is just cushion for the snake, but it's even then like I don't really need it. Like another unit, another summoner with like a potato, probably better, but and I probably could have gotten it if I just like spam summons and tomatoes and just like follow my own German Shepherd advice, but alas. Like yeah, on those kind of board, like against someone that is like just doing a lot of summons and a lot of snipes, it's better to just like go like a not German Shepherd. I was thinking that that would like be enough, but evidently it was not. And there's also another game here where the same thing, where I'm just like focusing a lot on scaling. On this turn, I actually hit like a pretty early Warthog with Manatee. This setup looks incredible. I just have a Akita because it was a tier 4 that I want to buff. I just put a Fire Ant inside the Beluga. Well, this is kind of like a not ideal, but it's still fine. I'm going to talk about Fire Ant later on in the video, but for now we're going to just go here. And this is also another problem with the having melons. My opponent having melons actually really difficult for me. I should have probably tried to get like more sack, like a cuttlefish to try to remove the melons, or maybe like a flea to try to remove the melon more faster. Right now I'm trying to beat his very massive board with there's also like 2 melons, so I'm getting like extremely outclassed here. And Warthog can't really beat Mammoth Tiger, unfortunately. So we're kind of like running the same thing, except he have a better board because like he actually like I need to try to win with tech here, not like with pure scaling. I even skipped this flea because I thought the Fakira is still better, but after the game I'm looking at it, I probably should have tried to get like any equipment replacement, because right now I'm getting fucked by the equipment diff between our two board, and I think I'll lose this round as well. Yeah, all of these melons, it's just like disturbing me. And I took this Nyla because I have a Fakira here. And I think I start winning here because I hit the Nyla Fakira combo, so that's like 48 dog, which is very big. That was my plan, to try to like trade with the shark. And you can see it later after the game is over, but it's actually not enough to do that. And here we take the because again the problem is they have equipments, I don't. Like they just have better equipment than I do. I should have tried to like remove all of the best case equipment, but I wasn't trying to do that. I thought all the scaling is like enough, but it's not. Against like if you're both running scaling board, right? He's running the Mammoth, I'm running Warthog. This is kind of like same thing where the idea of this, both of the things is actually like, and it's almost level 3 as well. It's trying to like making your board wide scaling from just the sourcing from one unit, right? But the difference is he actually have melons, which is a very good protection. I thought I have enough stats here that I don't really care about him like melon diffing me, but it was necessary. I really needed to remove the equipment there, and the Fakira is actually not doing too much. I actually win this, which gave me confidence, and I thought, oh yeah, my board is actually pretty good because of that. But yeah, it was not enough. I also get a tomato, so I just put the tomato on the Fakira as well, because the crane is only 5 HP and it can't survive the chili, and they actually have a level 3 mammoth. Now imagine if I had like a flea here inside of the beluga, or just like a flea with a chocolate cake. It would remove this shroom, and it will also remove that shroom, which would like significantly reduce the stats on these two, which I completely missed. Like I needed to do that. I need to remind myself that I am, this pack is behind in terms of equipment. I really need to the tech to try and remove those. So shout out to Flea and Cuttlefish again, because you're not going to win by just like pure stats, because their pure stats generator is just like better than yours. And here I actually managed to have like a 48 dog, but they have 50 attack and they also have melon, so I just cannot trade with this. If this trades, if there's no melon here, I could have traded with a parrot and I would have won the game, but alas. And that is my mistake. And another thing that is going to be a problem in this pack is, like I said, I really like 10 point early because it gives me more times and access to all of my tier 6s, but I can show you another game where I kind of just like, I think it was this game, maybe it was a different game. It's another game that I lost, maybe it was this. Let me check. Yeah, it was this game where basically from this turn onward, I get absolutely fucked by the dolphin and the crocodile, and it's pretty annoying to deal with that because I don't have like any potatoes, and I was just like hunting for potatoes at this point, and even chilies also. Like this is the most annoying counter that he can have against my board, and chili as well is pretty good to waste my team. I didn't take the Cobra because I already have German Shepherd. I want to focus all my skilling on German Shepherd, and I just took this slug as well. And I kept missing the dolphin, honestly. I kept forgetting like what unit's going to get hit by the dolphin, but even then, because the dolphin is already like making my board size smaller, that plus the snake plus the deer chili as well, like this is really annoying for me to deal with, and that's also another bad breakpoint. I do think that snipers is this pack greatest nightmare. That's why you really need potato in a lot of different situations. And if you have a potato, you can actually compensate the stat diff pretty confidently. And Sea Lion is also doing the same thing where you're just giving HP on your units. And yeah, I just got completely farmed here by a lot of the stuff. We managed to win this round, but long term actually just lost the game because the deer, chili, and also the snake, because this thing have so much attack. I should have put durian on one of my unit, or maybe two of my unit. I still needed to trigger like one shot. Took the warthog here. Maybe another mistake. It is actually like perfect for killing the deer, and I probably shouldn't have put the pita bread there. I thought my most earliest sell is going to be the sea lion, but maybe not. Not quite sure, because I want like more summons with this, right? And again, fly, another one of my German Shepherd counter. My summons getting wasted, and I don't have like that much summons anyway, so I needed more. I said this on my own videos, like if I have enough summons, it's really annoying to deal with, but I only have one right now, so. And I'm not sure how good the Warthog is, because right now all of the temporary stats is gone, right? I probably shouldn't have like and that durian was also being put on the wrong thing. I try to think about like how big the deer would be after the, and he actually have tiger snakes, which is just farming with all of these summons that he have. And yeah, that's it. General plan, just going for lettuce, just going for cockatoo, big tier 6. Try to get possum. Try to avoid like snipes, be mindful about it, because I had lost a lot of game because of both snipes and also because of just like a lot of summons, right? I would have won that game if I have a cobra instead of a German Shepherd, because fly I farm my German Shepherd pretty often and don't have enough stat to deal with it actually, and I probably need like more potatoes on a lot of my units. But yeah, that's it. It's a pretty long video. I'm just wanted to show like 3 different games and 3 of my different game plans and the reasons why I lost, like not enough equipments and not enough elements. And yeah, basically I just need more tech, because this pack is a very tech heavy pack. If I try to just like bust through with just like pure stats, I'm not going to get there, because my opponent like pack 1 have better perks in the end game with like melons and mushroom and stuff. So should pay more attention to that. And that's it. That's all the shout out. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye bye.